We're going to talk about episode 2 of Hard Knocks. In this video, we're going to break it down. A lot of nuggets to take away, a little bit different from last week, and that's good. I want to see something more about the players, maybe the inside look, and that's what they did. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a sound and smart idea to take a cup of hot coals that's been in a fire for a couple hours and go ahead and put it in your mouth, kind of like drink it or chew it up, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we take all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get burnt. Also, take that like button with you, throw it in the coals, and let that bad boy fry. Let's get into today's Lions Hard Knocks. The title says winners and losers, and there is a couple of losers at least from what I've seen and how Hard Knocks portrayed it. I'm not saying there is reality, that's just what they portrayed. So just an FYI on that. We'll go ahead and start with that right now, and that's clearly David Blough when they were doing the preseason, the drive where he fumbled the football. They really focused on, we got to change these little things. Dan Campbell talked about it in the post-game speech in the locker room, and it felt like at least Hard Knocks was trying to say it was his fault, like the whole game was his fault. And if you watch the game, you clearly know that's not the case. Yeah, it was a terrible mistake at the worst time humanly possible, but there's a ton of mistakes in this game. And to him be the solely fault of why we lost this game, you know, that's not the case. Obviously, interception by Boyle, our defense didn't play. There's a million things you can look at. And so they kind of portrayed David Blough is the loser there. From my perspective, it's preseason. Things are going to happen. And overall, if there's, a loser for the week, I wouldn't necessarily say he's the guy of the loser for the week for just looking at it with throughout an HBO look. It was more the fact that it was a terrible mistake at a terrible time. It is what it is, and he had to deal with it. Let me know in the comment section right now, do you think that David Blough got portrayed as a loser in this video? Why for yes and for no? That'll be the comment for this video. Just kind of curious to see your take on that, whether you agree or disagree. Just curious to see your thought on that. They really portrayed Malcolm Rodriguez is a, up-and-comer, making a lot of moves. You've seen it in the linebackers room where they're talking about, look at the 6th-round pick. I don't care where you're at. He's the one stepping up, and he's just a rookie addressing the other linebackers. I love seeing this because it's 100% true. You're having a guy who's a 6th-round pick who we've seen as fans, we've seen at training camp, we've seen throughout that the linebacker play is not that good, but at least we're seeing something with Rodriguez. He's really going out there, balls to the wall. He's doing everything he can to make the plays, and that's what you want to see. Even though he's a rookie, he's going out there and doing that. We haven't really seen a whole lot of anything regarding the linebackers other than that. Jared Davis, he did have some good blitzes in the preseason game, but all in all, it's been a down spot for the Lions this whole offseason regarding the linebackers. It was nice that they gave a little bit of love of Rodriguez there for him doing everything he can, to make this team, to get the playing time with the starters and all of that. And like they're saying, I don't care where you're at. You're ascending the depth chart. Even if you're a 6th-round rookie, you'll play with the first strings, basically. That's what I like to see. I like to see coaches that recognize the talent instead of just saying, this guy is a veteran, he gets this spot. Just because you're a rookie, you don't get it. I never liked that philosophy. I always believe you play the best 11 on each side, and if Rodriguez is playing better than any other linebackers on the team, then he needs to be starting. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it, and I love seeing that. This is something I've coveted for a while. I don't know if you remember with Jim Schwartz, but he would stay with his guys even though he was past their prime, like Kyle Vanden Bosch. I love what he bring initially to the Lions, but at the last year, you could tell it's like, why is this guy consistently playing when he's not living up to what he was? We've seen Stephon Logan with the kick returns and dropping. We've seen that throughout the past, so it's really refreshing to see the inside look on a coaching staff regarding this type of situation. I've been waiting to see something on this. This is my biggest takeaway from Hard Knocks. It may be a little thing to you guys, but seeing the coaching staff legitimately believes that is outstanding. The best 11 will play. May not be a great unit regarding the linebacking core, but regardless, don't care where you're drafted, don't care where you're at. You're going to play if you're playing better. And that ultimately brings good competition at any position for the Lions, and the better outcome having the best players on the field. So huge shout out to Rodriguez there. I thought Amon-Ra St. Brown was portrayed really well in this Hard Knocks, working out, his dad, beast, a trainer, and his dedication to his craft is immense. 202 footballs catching a day. He is 100% in. He has an absolute goat of a mindset. This what's make players from being really good to that next level. And seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown, what we've heard, we haven't get to see it up front, but you're seeing it up front. This guy is mental is 100% there. He's got the right mindset, and he can be as great as he wants to be, and he wants to be great. He recognizes all the wide receivers that went before him. He will never let it go. Damn, I love that. This is the stuff I love seeing. It really shows the kind of players that you have on a team when they go that extra mile. Amon-Ra St. Brown went that extra mile. Let me know in the comment section. Do you like what you saw from Amon-Ra St. Brown? Why for yes and for no? I'm thrilled about it. I'm ecstatic. Absolute why for me. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. Aaron Glenn talking about we got to draw a line in the sand. He's talking about to the players, and, you won. One player, you've won all the time. The next player you see, you win. We need to develop that mentality here in Detroit. Enough is enough. We got to start winning football games. I love the speech. I love AG. Very straightforward, and he's 100% correct. And I think it's with the fan base as well. Like, we have to be able to see this team start winning football games and progressing that trajectory as that Dan Campbell talked about, throughout the season. You just want to consistently get better, better, and better. Love that speech. I love that mentality, but we got to win to have that occur. You have those speeches in the world, but it was nice to see. Devin Funches, they showed him a little bit getting that touchdown, and you can see him move his body in position. Really good to see that. It was nice to get really an up-close look. Aidan Hutchinson, they featured him quite a bit so far now in 2 episodes of Hard Knocks. As expected, the second pick in the last draft there. His motor never quits. He just keeps going and going. Talking about drawing the penalty because his motor never quits. Advertised, as we've been talking about, we've seen it in preseason. This guy is bona fide stud and a certified G. It's hashtag facts. I love seeing it. I love the take that Deuce was talking with DeAndre Swift there. It was a mixed bag for me for Swift. That's what we've been saying as fans. I know you guys have been saying, a lot of you guys saying, like, you got to be able to be fundamental, smash the hole, go through it, and believe that you're the best because your ability is so high, but you need to believe it and stay fundamental in the preseason game. Hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole. He's got to trust his players. Swift does with the offensive line that they're going to open up that hole for him so he can go ahead and do as the play is directed. And when he hit the hole, gain the 7 yards. That's what you want to see. Also showed a clip where Swift was practicing and didn't do a stiff arm, and Deuce say you got to do a stiff arm. These little things can, just like Swift, or just like Deuce said, make a player take it to that next level. So this is what we want to see from Swift in year 3. Want to see him take those next steps. It's little things that can evolve between a 1-yard gain or a touchdown. That's the game of football, the game of inches. I love seeing that. So, I don't really know if it portrayed him good or bad either way, but it was good to see he was listening. It was good to see that the coaches are telling you to do this and get it done. This was more focused, I think, this episode, again, not around just the coaches, kind of like last week. It was a mix, and that's good as well. We still haven't heard really anything from Jared Goff or Ben Johnson. You had the funny joke at the end when Jamaal Williams, 007 in a bath, Bubble 07. That was funny. Little dad jokes, hilarious. Also, you're seeing the son of the offensive line coach Haley, and he was trying to dog on some people. So that was interesting to see there. David Blough's wife at as well, running for the track for the Olympics. All in all, it's decent. We have a lot to see yet. This is just the second episode. 3 more to go. What are they going to come up with next? That's what we're going to find out. Folks, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe. Follow me on all the social media sites. LNU, live streams there. We're doing Facebook, obviously Instagram and Twitter. Active on Twitter probably the most. Trying to switch it up more and get more a little bit active. It'll get better in a couple weeks. With that said, folks, adios.